How's it going, everyone? Just want to give you guys that have a PlayStation 5 and you're a Plus subscriber a heads up about the PlayStation Plus collection. Yeah, a game is being cycled out, I believe, for the very first time in Persona 5. However, you can claim it by Wednesday. So make sure you get on that. We'll talk that very briefly, and then I also got some pretty solid deals to go over in just a little bit. Some really good ones, actually. One in particular is just a ridiculously good deal. But first up, yes, Persona 5 is being cycled out of the PlayStation Plus Instant Game Collection on PS5. So if you have a PS5, go on your console and you can redeem this, and then as long as you're a Plus subscriber, you'll be able to access the game. Now, bear in mind, this is the base Persona 5 game, so at this stage of the game, if you're really looking to get into the game and you're deciding on, should you play this or should you just buy Royal, I would probably recommend you to buy Royal. The deluxe edition for Royal goes on sale on the PlayStation Store for like $21. However, if you don't want to pay the $21, P5 is still a very good game. I mean, back in 2017 when it came out, it was heralded as one of the best JRPGs, and for many people, the best JRPG of all time. Royal just expands upon it, adds quite a bit of content. Like, it's not just like a meme upgrade or anything like that. It's a pretty sizable expansion, and a lot of people would, a lot of people paid $60 for Persona 5, and then they paid $60 again for Persona 5 Royal, because there wasn't any Royal expansion DLC or anything like that. But yeah, would highly recommend you to take advantage of that. And even if you're not the biggest fan of Japanese RPGs, like I know so many of you aren't, P5 is one of those games I think that's at just such a high quality level that a lot of people are just going to be won over by it anyway. But nonetheless, that will be cycled out at the end of tomorrow. Alright, some good deals. Resident Evil 2. I don't know why this is just getting cheaper and cheaper, but doubt it's going to go lower than this on Amazon right now. As of the recording of this video, it's down to $11 flat. That's a ridiculous deal for RE2 in my opinion. This is a game that's also going to get a PlayStation 5 upgrade later this year, and it was just a fantastic remake. And I wasn't like this big Resident Evil fan back in the PS1 era, but I played RE2, the original release, years and years after it came out, and this version stays true to the original, but also bring it up to a speed to a 2019 audience, I want to say. Yeah, it came out in 2019. It's just great. Visually is fantastic. Not the lengthiest game in the world, but hey, not every game needs to be a Persona 5 north of 80-hour experience or anything like that. So Resident Evil 2 at $11 I think is quite good. Amazon has also got a physical copy of Ghostwire Tokyo down to $40. This has been available on the PlayStation Store. It's been, what, a month and a half since the game has come out, so it being, $20 off is a pretty sizable discount. Is it gonna get cheaper? Probably. I mean, every game eventually gets cheaper unless... Yeah, no, just about every game these days. There used to be a couple publishers here and there, but I easily could see this being down to $25, let's say by the end of summer, and probably into Black Friday time period. It's probably gonna be like $20. However, it's a more quiet period for new game releases. If Ghostwire Tokyo was one of those games that you missed out on, say you were busy with Horizon or Elden Ring, it's not a bad idea to go back and check it out. We did a full review on it, and I went pretty in-depth on it, but I really like the setting to the game. I think the atmosphere to the game is fantastic. I think the story is incredibly compelling at first, but unfortunately, I do think it falls off towards the latter portion of the game, and, that was a little bit of a bummer just because I thought it was incredibly intriguing at first. And not to say it just completely goes to a disarray. It's just, I feel like they could have done more with it, is all I'm saying. Gameplay I thought was pretty cool. You have all these different elemental abilities. I thought that was pretty interesting. And, some people did say it got a little bit repetitive, and I probably agree with you on that. What was surprising to me about the game is the amount of content the game has. There's a lot of side content, there's a lot of optional content, and that was pretty cool. The world itself, again, I think is a worthwhile one to explore. $40 is always going to be a little bit pricey for a game, but given it came out a month and a half ago, I don't think it's a bad pickup by any stretch of the imagination. Alright, moving on from that, a couple of other notes. Over on Best Buy, Slay the Spire, the physical copy is down to $8. I think that's a great deal. Slay the Spire, card game mixed with a roguelike. Really interesting. It's hard to describe, and when I initially went into this game, I got it like right at the end of its early access period on PC. and I really did not know what to expect, but I had heard a lot of great things about it, and then I played it, and I was like, holy hell, this game has quite a bit of depth to it, quite a bit of replayability, and it was pretty challenging to me at first, and then you start figuring it out, and you're like, alright, okay, these mechanics actually mix together really well in the aspect of a card game and a roguelike. $8 for this is great. Now, it is available on PlayStation Now, so if you guys, like, stacked a billion years that other day, it's been a couple weeks now, or a month, but yeah, a lot of you guys took advantage of that, you know, you can play it that way, but $8 for physical copy, think that's really good. Doom 2016 is down to $9.99, which I think is a really good deal. A lot of people like Doom 2016 better than Doom Eternal. I liked Eternal better, but hey, if you like 2016, more power to you. Eternal's still going for a hefty price point, you know, north of $20 usually, so at $9.99, you know, Doom 2016 is a good pickup. Sure, would I like to see it at $5, but I don't think we even see it at $5 on the PlayStation Store that much. Lastly, I do want to mention the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4, the Frontline Edition, is $10 off for $29.99. So the MSRP has dropped to $40, and now you're getting another $10 off of that, which I think is pretty good. Now, obviously, play the first 3 games in the Trails of Cold Steel arc, and yeah, these games are quite good. The story is wild in these games, like, absolutely wild. Cold Steel 1 just starts off really tame, and then it just gets so wild in Cold Steel 3 and 4, and even, you know, by the end of 1, things get pretty wild in that, too. I just love this franchise. It's a franchise I often talk about, so, hey, you know, pushing that is always going to be something I'll do. The Golden Week sale is still going on, so if you do want to pick it up with that sale running, Cold Steel 1 is like $20, Cold Steel 2 is $20, and then I believe Cold Steel 3 and 4 are on sale in the PlayStation Store as well, so you can check it out that way as well, but really can't go wrong with these games. Just very lengthy. If you're trying to go through all the games, you know, clear up some weekends on the calendar because you're gonna need it. But that is gonna do it for me. Again, last chance to redeem Persona 5 on the PlayStation Plus collection. A lot of great deals, especially that Resident Evil 2 deal. I would highly, highly recommend at $11. I mean, that's just a killer deal if you haven't checked it out yet. But that's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there as always. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.